Hi, my name is Eula. I decided to write my speech on how teen moms are glamorized in the media and how unsafe that is for the upcoming generations, the younger girls and the young men, how they're publicizing these girls on the covers of magazines and in the media. They're interviewing them on the news. They're making it seem like everything's so easy. And it's not like we already don't have bad examples like Angelina Jolie or Britney Spears or any young mom out there that's on television already making it seem like it's so easy because they have money or they have nice clothes, and all you see is them holding their babies and smiling at baseball games or at the park or at the zoo, and it's not really that easy. Nobody's talking about financial situations. No one's really publicizing the issues about how hard it is to get public government assistance, how simple it isn't to get any medical insurance for your baby or for you for that matter, how you can walk around being decent looking with nice clothes and nice shoes, but it doesn't save you any less stress with a baby. You have to wake them up in the morning and get them dressed. You have to feed them. You have to make sure their bags are ready for school. You have to drop them off. You have to pick them up, put them to sleep. When they're sick, you have to take care of them. It's a lot of things that are being left out. And there's a young guy named Nate. He is a new parent. Well, his baby should be about 2 years old by now, but he was quoted by the NBC, the news channel. He was quoted saying that how hard that it was going to be for him to raise a baby, that he always promised himself that he would never put his child in a predicament where he couldn't completely provide for them, because his mom didn't go to college as well as he might not be able to, because she was having to raise her son, her two sons, and her daughter. And it's really hard providing for children in that way because you can't hardly find a babysitter to keep a job or go to work or go to school or do anything. I myself am a young mom, and I know how hard it can be and how easy they make it seem, and how it's just not that way. And I don't want young girls to grow up thinking that it's so simple. Oh, you just have a baby and you play with them all day, and then when you finish, you can put them on the shelf like a doll. No, you don't get to hardly get any rest. You always have to work and do something. I mean, this only happens if you're trying to actually be a good mom and not trying to just look like a good mom. You spend time with them, you help them with their homework, you teach them how to be good people, how to, I mean, these are people that are going to be running the world soon. They're going to be voting. They're going to be making important decisions that are going to affect them and other people as well. And we want them to do the best that they can. You know, you don't want them to grow up thinking that it's so simple. And there's even a doctor, her name is Dr. Logan Lefkoff. She was quoted in ABC News saying how these girls are becoming calendar models, how pop culture is promoting this. They're putting this in all magazines, Teen Mom TV shows on MTV. No matter how much they are saying how, how showing how hard it is for these girls, the young girls who are watching this show, they're not going to see that part. All they see is that they're getting paid to do this. These girls are getting endorsements. They're calendar models. They're having a career on the fact that they made a mistake and got pregnant at 16, 15 years old, and they're making it seem like, oh, if you just do this, then you might be able to be on this Teen Mom show and you'll be able to survive off that money that you're getting there, and voila, there you go, your life is saved. And it's not that simple, and it upsets me to watch these things happen because I'm a woman and I understand how it's already hard being a woman, let alone a young woman with babies. And most times the young women end up by themselves and they have to raise the babies by themselves because the dads themselves are teen boys. They don't understand how it is to be a father, how important it is. They're still trying to worry about going to school or having a college degree. Like Nate thought he was going to be able to go to college, and he's not sure if he's going to be able to do that now because he has a baby on the way and he wants to do the right thing. And a lot of the parents are being put in a place where they don't think that they'll be able to do the right thing, because of their whole life is changing now. They want to be famous. No one's thinking about the responsibility of being a mom because they think they can have a baby and just sit them down and the baby will sit down. They'll be quiet. They just want to be famous. And all these things are playing into the immaturity levels. They're immature. They don't know how important it is to be a good parent and how there is no way around it. Once you go there and you have a baby, you can't turn around and not have a baby anymore. You have to have this baby for the next 25 years. I know it sounds like a really long time because it is a really long time. This is a human being we're talking about, not a doll. And, the parents of these young girls, you have to wonder where they were when these girls were making these decisions. They think that they could just give them a speech. Hey, just sit down and talk about the birds and the bees, and it's not that simple anymore. They have the webs, they have the internet, they have YouTube, they have all kinds of different ways to find out how to get a baby, how to keep a guy in these teen magazines. No one should be thinking about how to keep a guy or how to have a baby or what should you wear on your wedding day or your prom. All these things that are just irrelevant because once you go down that road of having a baby, you can't turn back. And being a real mom, a good mom, is quite a task. I can't stress how hard it can be some days when you want to give up, when you want to cry, when you want to just drop your baby off with a friend or a family member and just go out and dance all night or hang out with your boyfriend or just go be outside by yourself and not have to worry about your baby sticking things in their mouth or sticking things into plugs or crawling into the closet and pulling things down off the shelf on themselves. All these things play a part, and I just want to stress that how important it is to make sure that these girls don't go about having babies when they're not ready because it takes emotional, physical, and mental preparedness for this, which a lot of girls aren't getting because the media is not telling them that they need that. The media is just showing how fun it is. And no one's saying about how you can't turn back. And I myself am going to watch my daughter and talk to my daughter and make sure that she knows that she can always communicate with me when it comes to things like sex or condoms or anything like that. I remember when my mom bought my first pack of condoms and how I thought, ew, that's gross. But it's really important that parents let their daughters and sons know how important it is because these are life altering events. The decisions that they're making are adult decisions and they're not adults, so how would they know what decisions to make and how to do things correctly and how children really are, how babies really are. On TV, all you see is how cute and soft and cuddly they are, and you only see a little bit about how much they can cry. They can cry for hours. They can stay up for hours. They won't let you go to sleep. You won't be able to go out with your friends. You sometimes won't be able to turn your homework in on time. You won't always be able to go to work because you don't have a babysitter or you're looking for a way out because you don't get to have time by yourself. All kinds of things. And there's even a mother on babycenter.com who was talking about how glamorizing teens is sad because you don't you don't want to think it's that these mothers' fault that their children are out here having these babies and not thinking of the consequences, but it is. You have to talk to your children, you have to inform them, you have to be all in their business in order to help them to understand that it's a life altering event that's taking place here. There is no other way to explain it. Once you go there, you can't go back. There's just a big misunderstanding about how being a parent, um, how hard it can be or how easy it can be. And I just wanted to stress that because I see a lot of girls being affected by it. I see girls on Facebook all day saying how they want a baby, how cute babies are, how cute their friend's baby is, and how sweet they were when they babysat them. One thing about babysitting is you can give them back to the mom. When you have your own baby, you can't give them to anyone. It's your responsibility from then on to keep that baby. And I hope you guys have gotten enough information from me about this, and excuse me, and how important it is to talk to your children, because there's a big misunderstanding on being a teen mom and being an adult mom and being a mom, period. Have a good night.